Hello, everybody! Welcome to our Sundays podcast TV show. I know I said podcast TV show. It's because I can use the audio, the MP3, both in our YouTube channel and also on our TV network. I have some really cool news today, but first, we have a lot going on, so we're going to just go right to the wit. Our mission at Level Up Academy is to level up the world through education. My community is created for business owners, business entrepreneurs who need support. What kind of support? Visibility, amplification of your message. You have a value to show the world who you are, what you do, and why you started your business. Speaking of why you started your business, in June, we're going to ramp up for our 50 inspirational connections. We have new rules of the game. I'm going to have several amazing community leaders who's going to help me make sure that everybody is value heard and seen. We're going to scour all of informations of people who are inspirational in their story and how they started their business so that I can help them amplify their message. It's going to be a 5-minute video, no more than 501, 5-minute video. Okay, not videos, video. And if you do not understand the instructions, please ask me. If you submitted video that's more than that, I might not be able to pick that. Right? We have so many things we have to do. We're busy people. We love to help you. And it's free publicity to you. The least you could do is follow instructions. Now, our Sunday show is about sharing educational information for free. What does that mean? I am Dr. Leyland. I lecture a lot on universities, and I extrapolate some of those information to help my community better understand nuances and theories so that we can test it in the real world. I don't stay in theory mode. I like to test it, break it, take it apart, reverse engineer it, and put it back together the way we should customize for ourselves, right? Our topics on Sundays usually are about business entrepreneurship, sometimes spirituality, sometimes trends in technology, maybe sometimes arts. And no, that's not drawing. God knows I cannot draw. I don't have that superpower, right? But today our lecture is going to be Master the Art of Book Marketing. So we're going to go ahead and talk about that with my dear sister. But first, we're going to go ahead and show you a little bit of a lecture. So, welcome everybody. Let me go ahead. I know I have a lot of like humming, probably. It's my computer. um, Hopefully, it won't kaput on me anytime soon. I do have a backup. But let me go ahead and start the lecture for tonight. Okay, so let's go ahead and start right away. All right, so let's go ahead and see what we can do here. Let me change there it is. It's called Master the Art of Book Marketing. What does that mean? If you're an author, if you are someone who is in publishing, you may or may not know this already. I would love to get your ideas, thoughts, and also viewpoints, right? But from where I'm standing, this is Mastering the Art of Book of Marketing. Now, the agenda is literally how to create author visibility. What is content creation specifically for authors, not for any other thing? Networking and, of course, publicity, right? So let's talk about the key points. Why visibility matters? On the comment section, go ahead and tell me, what do you think visibility is, right? What do you think visibility is? I want to know what you think, not the definition of ChatGPT or Google or Bing. You, right? You have your own thoughts and minds. What do you think visibility is, right? So go ahead and tell me, and I'm going to check out what you have to say, and then we'll talk about it, right? So let's see who is in here. Of course, my sister Danielle's here. Greetings, sisters. Yes, we have a lot of topic. Hello, Brother Mike. Welcome. Mike is part of our sponsors here at Level Up. He is the Hounds of Business Community. And happy Sunday, happy Memorial Day. But I will talk about Memorial Day once I have my veteran sister come up, because I didn't serve in the military. My family did, but my sister did as well. Hello, Sister Cindo. Have a great show. Happy Sunday. Yes, yes. Tripping. Oh, hello, Jackie. Hello, sister. Watching real time. No worries. Thank you so much. Yes, thank you for being here. Hello, Sharon. What's up, right? You guys are so amazing. Like, check you out. All the hounds are coming up. Thank you so much for being here. And I will go ahead and read until I see you guys what you think visibility is. Because I really want to show the differences on our thoughts. What do you think visibility is? What does that mean to you, right? What does visibility? Hey, Crystal, congrats on your family's baby boy. I love it. And it's healthy, right? That's all we need. What do you think visibility is? Miguel, bro, you need to go back up here for sure. Hello, Jackie, right? What do you think visibility is? What do you think? So here's the key points that we're going to talk about. So I still want to know, and I want to know what you think visibility is. Visibility in terms of book, okay? Reader engagement, building a loyal reader base. How do you build a loyal reader base, right? It impacts your sales, right? Direct correlation between visibility and book sales. And then brand building, establishing a recognizable, trusted brand. And then, of course, the opportunities is more visibility leads to speaking, engagements, collaborations, and media features, okay? That opportunity is what I provide. Here's the thing. You think that the more subscribers you have, the more sales you're going to have. True or false? Tell me. The more subscribers you have, the more sales you're going to have. True or false? I like this one. Getting out in front of people, shouting your message from the rooftops. I would probably, my neighbor would call 911 if they see me out on my rooftop. They're like, what the heck is happening in her house now? I mean, I got caught having like an endangered species hog in my house by my HOA. I have animals, and I told my husband yesterday, I'm like, my dream is to live in a home that I can have a giraffe and an elephant. Like, that's really my dream, like space. If I have a giraffe and an elephant, life complete. Is it gonna happen? I don't know what God has for me. I'm just what's in store, but I really do. I mean, I guess I could buy a stuffed animal, but like I want a real thing. I fed a giraffe once during a safari, and that was really amazing, right? Sinjal, this is great. That's our bird. So, Sindal, thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you for participating, right? Visually is being seen and letting yourself be seen. Ooh, I love that, Sharon. Right? Oh, what's up? Right? Thanks. He is healthy as is. Oh, yes, that is what we want. Consistency. Thank you. Consistency. Of course, right? We have a lot going on tonight, let me tell you, right? So, yes, consistency. Here's the thing, the more subscribers you have doesn't equate to the more sales you have. It's law of numbers, okay? It just means, like, for example, I was talking to my sister Susannah about what is her goal, like income wise. Let's think about income wise. Like, if our goal, let's just throw a numbers out there. If our goal is to be, I don't know, $50,000 a month, you got to divide that by four. Why four? Because there's 4 weeks in a month. Well, except for February, maybe. Then from there, you got to divide it by five, because you got to have Saturday and Sunday for your sanity, right? Even though I work on Saturday and Sunday, I actually divvy out myself throughout the week. So I literally like half work, half not work throughout the week, 7 days a week, right? So I don't feel like I'm just like, oh, working all the time. So once you divide it by 4 weeks, you divide it by 5 days, right? Now you have a what? A what? A daily goal. And that daily goal, your brain can literally grasp and you're not overwhelmed. Here's what I'm going to tell you that I've heard. I went to Instagram, or is it TikTok? I think it might be Instagram. I was scrolling on the people that I follow, right? And I forgot her name, but she said, hey, you can't have $1 million dream with a minimum wage habits. I'm like, what? Let me repeat that. What? You can't have $1 million dream with a minimum wage habits. And I said, okay, what does that mean? It means, here's the thing, right? We dream so big. Oh, it's okay, dream big. But here's the thing, you have to have action to follow, right? Jan Maxwell actually says create the rule of five. I create the rule of three, but he says create the rule of five. Here's what he says. Imagine your dream is a tree, a big tree. That's a huge tree and it's so tall. And you're like, oh my gosh, it's a huge tree. What? That's my dream, right? Now let's say that every single day you have an axe. I don't know about you, but I can't swing much. But let's say that you swing at that tree 5 times a day, every single day. You put the axe down every day. All your actions, it doesn't matter if you gotta go to the bathroom, take a shower, drive around, go to the beach, surf. I don't care what you do. But you have to be intentional on swinging at that tree 5 times in one day, right? Or at least 5 times together all at once. Guess what happens? What do you think happens when you keep swinging with an axe on that tree? Eventually, it's gonna fall. It's the same thing as your dream. We have bad habits of creating such a big dream, and people tell you, you can't have that dream, CJ, it's too big, because they're giving you their limitations, not yours. But imagine if you were intentional so much so that you feel it in your gut, in your heart. You're gonna swing at that every single freaking day. 5 times. Be intentional with your dream. 5 times, eventually you will gonna get it. And you know what? I am it. People told me I couldn't have a TV show. People told me I couldn't even go anywhere with journalism, even though that was my major. It's because I was Asian and I wasn't blonde. I'm blonde today, right? You see? I'm matching my sister, and you're like, oh, you have no blue eyes. Girl, I can buy a contact lens. Blue, green, gray, purple, brown, right? It doesn't matter. Go with that flow. And that is what visibility matters, right? Your heart. Opportunities, more visibility. That's what I provide. But that branding, that being recognized, it takes time. Just like you swinging that tree with an axe and it's very sharp, because your focus need to be laser sharp. Okay? Direct correlation between visibility and book sales, yes, because once the people trust you, that you are consistent with your heart, you're showing up for your community because you love them, even if you think no one is listening. Why? Everyone is looking at you swinging that tree 5 times a day? No, because that's not their goal. That's your goal, right? But once that tree bounces and boom, ready to fall, your dream is achieved. Guess what? Everyone wants to celebrate. Oh my God, that was such a big tree. Oh my God, right? Everyone is there. So keep that in mind. Even though you're swinging at your dreams all alone, we are there to celebrate with you. I'm a poet and didn't know it. Anyhow, building an online presence. What are the strategies? Author's website. You need an author's website, right? And you're like, do I need to create a website? No. I'm also going to teach you one of these days how to create a website for free. I will show you that one of these days, okay? Actually, it's going to be part of my book club. So if you're in the book club, I will show you how to create your website. You don't have to pay hundreds of dollars also. I just figure something out right now. Anyhow, yes, you will know that, right? Even right now, you can create Central Hub for your books, bios, and updates. It's free at KDP Central, okay? If you're in our anthology, you would know this because we're going to teach you how. Social media, engaging with readers on platforms like LinkedIn, Instagram, and YouTube. Why did I put those three? It's because those three are the top social media. In terms of LinkedIn, I don't know if they hit 1 billion or maybe they just hit 1 billion, but it's lower on the totem pole in terms of subscribers. But for me, it's high value because this is where I met my best friend, right? And then email newsletter. If you don't have an email newsletter, it's okay. You can do it physically on an email. Regular updates to keep your readers informed and engaged. You can't be like, wow, I paid someone to do this for me and now I'm not getting any sales because you just sat there. You let someone else work in your dream. What if you're supposed to swing at it 5 times, but they only swing at it 1 time because you're supposed to continue your own dream, right? You need to do it yourself. So what's next? What's next? Utilizing social media. Facebook, author pages, groups, ads, things like that. I don't like Facebook. I'll just be honest with you. I have Facebook, but I'm not really working at it. YouTube, yes, because I'm a visual learner. Show YouTubes, engage with your podcasters, etc. Engage with your people. Instagram is visual storytelling through images and short videos. That's what Instagram is used for. By the way, FYI, my Instagram just surpassed my YouTube. So literally, I'm over 100,000 subscribers just on Instagram and YouTube right now. So I'm celebrating. Thank you. LinkedIn, professional networking and article publishing, right? You could do that on LinkedIn. Content creation. How do you do content creation? You can do blogging. Have you guys heard of blogging? You can still do blogging, by the way, right? There's so many things you could do. Just Google how to do free blogging. Things will come up for you, right? Remember, you got to research. You can't just depend on people to tell you what to do, because now you're codependent on people that's going to bring your dream come true when you should be working on your dreaming coming true, right? Videos, go to book retailers, author interviews, live Q&As, right? I'm gonna probably have a class soon again for the solopreneur, so I can teach you how to podcast yourself and how to be part of our podcast circuit. I'm coming up with that one as well. It's going to be coming up next month. There's a lot going on next month. And our book is coming out next month. Podcast, sharing insights, book discussions, and guest appearances. Here's what we can do for Level Up Academy. OMG. I just told my sisters today. So the radio station I have is the Black 105. It's hip hop and R&B. The media that owns the radio station bought another radio station called SoCal Radio. What the heck does that mean to you, dear family? It means that if I put you on my radio, okay, station, you can actually now have more, not just 30 countries, but now it's SoCal, the vibe, the beach, the punk, the emo, the all the reggae, all of the SoCal people are listening to you, and they are big spenders. All I'm saying, that's all I'm gonna say. Okay, so we'll just put that out there. Networking, building relationships, book signings, in-person events, engage with readers, writing communities, right? Collaborations, co-authoring on anthology like Susannah and I, right? We cross promote each other. Media and publicity, gain media coverage. I do press releases. I announce your anything, right? We're going to do events soon with the 50 inspirational connections. We're going to do interview. Again, I do radio, podcast, TV, right? All of these are helping you be visible, right? Participating in book events. Why? So people were saying, like, why would I want to pay you, CJ, for your time and all of this when I can do it alone? Go for it. I am not saying just pay me and you can't do it. I'm saying go for it. The difference is I built this relationship already. That means it's everything that we do takes time. So it's going to take you maybe a year or two, maybe 3, depending on how you network with people and depending on what you can bargain, what's your bargaining chip, right? Because all these people will always, at high level, they're going to want a bargaining chip. If you don't have a bargaining chip, it's going to be hard, right? So why go on all of that nonsense when they already got it for you? Just go play with us. I'm just saying. We're going to have classes, workshops, and also a club membership by July. So how does that mean? At the end, you need to SEO and online discoverability, enhance your discoverability. That means you need to optimize yourself. When you're on my YouTube, you'll get your SEO increase. So social media ads, you can definitely pay that. You can pay Amazon ads, that's on YouTube. And you can do BookBub ads. You can promote all of those things in an ad so that you can actually have more visibility. And again, you're going to be like, how do you do it? Listen, I give you guys free information all the time, but once in a while you do have to pay me. I'm just saying, for my time. Okay. How do you measure success? You monitor it. You make sure that you are adjusting your strategy and refine your approach, right? Tips: consistency, authenticity, and patience, people. So thank you so much. I'm going to bring in my sister because we are going to talk about a lot of goodies. And then tonight, I'm also going to give a freebie, okay, to my dear sisters and brothers out there in terms of being an author in their book, right? So sister, we have about, God, maybe 30 minutes to talk about mastering the book of marketing. Tell me about your thoughts.
Mastering the book of marketing? Marketing your book? Do it. That's kind of the first thing, is do it. Because if you're not active, it ain't going to happen. So you've already gone through so much information on the things that are out there. But the other thing is, don't do it alone. I mean, yeah, if you want to try and do it alone, go for it. But it's for one person, it's hard to do everything all by yourself because you need this. There's support. If you ignore the support that's out there, it makes it so much harder to promote anything, a workshop, a, a class, books, whatever work offerings, coaching, whatever you have. So, yeah, do it together.
What? Okay, I've been asked this a couple of people who are wanting to engage with Level Up. And the first thing is, I feel like they're baiting me, but maybe that's my feisty side of me this week. Um, it's like, CJ, what makes you different than other people when it comes to marketing anything, really, like press releases, books, my services or my products? What makes you different? And I'm thinking in my head, you should have been already researching me
Mm-hmm.
before you even talk to me at this point, right? But I know that that expectation I put on myself doesn't mean it's prescribed to other people. Sometimes people just want you to tell them what you do, right? But there's no way I can tell them what I do because I do a lot of things. So instead of me blurting myself usually, I'm like, I do this, and this, and their brain just gets overwhelmed. I usually will say, okay, because I can see it in their face. You're like, how is that possible? You do all that. And then my answer then again is like, I have ADHD. And they're like, huh? Now they're even more confused. Like, what does ADHD got to do with you being able to do this? Because they don't understand how that works, right? And
Right.
I was like, Jesus, now I have to explain the whole thing again, right? So here's the thing. What I do now is I ask, okay, first, thank you for actually asking what makes me different and unique. I love that question. But before I answer that question, I want to ask you a question of why do you actually engage with me right now? And what is actually your problem that you think I can help you? Because there's no way that you would be waiting 3 months on my calendar just so you could listen to what I do without looking at my profile. There's no way. There's no way that you would say, oh, yeah, I'm going to wait until September to talk to her. And then when you get to talk to me and you got 15 minutes, you're going to ask me to spend 15 minutes to tell you what I do. There's no way, right? So then I ask the question, how can I help you so that I can provide? Because I know me. I don't need to repeat myself to me. I already know me. What I want to know is you. What do you need help on that I can plug in a solution that I do for you? And actually, the clients or possible clients appreciate that because now you're not wasting their time just blah, blah, blahing your accolades and what you do and how amazing you are, right? Because now you're not frustrating them that you're like, oh gosh, I waited in her calendar for 3 months and all I hear is I'm good this, I'm doing that. No one cares. What I care is, can you help me? Can you help me with my problems, please? Right? So I care enough and respect your time and patience, and I really am appreciative that you're in my calendar talking to me. So I literally will ask you, what's your problem? Now, sister, what do you think is the most problem? I think you mentioned it already about being marketing your book is like when you do it. What are some of the tips that you could provide on people about marketing your book? Because you had solo books and you have anthologies.
So, solo books, the solo books, it's a little bit harder to market when you're doing it on your own because a lot of people, when you've got that anthology, you kind of have an army of people that are talking about it, promoting it, involved with it, and it gets bigger and bigger from that point. The solo book, then you got to start looking at more specific ways of how to market. What can you do? What can you come up with that's a little different? Because as you said, yeah, You can go buy Amazon ads. You can go buy Facebook ads, all these ads. But what another thing that I look at when it comes to the marketing is you want to make sure you get an ROI on what you spend to market. So it doesn't really cost anything to post about it, to talk about it, to put it out there on your own social media and try and get friends to repost, talk about it as well. But once you start paying for things, then unless you've got an endless supply of money or just a huge stash sitting there that you can do anything with, you got to think about what's the ROI. If you spend $500 on marketing and you're only making a couple of bucks on each book, that means you got to sell 250 books to break even. You got to be thinking about that so that you choose wisely. I mean, we'll go right back to Raiders of the Lost Ark. Choose wisely when you're going to spend this money instead of choosing the grail that basically ends your whole experience.
Here, yes, and I love that. Here's the thing that people are probably. I got a text. It's like, so you still didn't answer. What makes you different? I just I was like, okay, ADHD moment. Okay. Let me tell you something. Here's the thing, and Susannah, okay, she's my sister, but she'll tell you if I'm lying or not. And all of these people that are on comments from the house will tell you if I'm lying or not. Here's the thing: when I support, like, let's say for example, you pay me for $500 to do something with your LinkedIn to do this or whatever, right? LinkedIn is not something that I like do daily. Like I'm gonna grind. Mike Asherbanner is for that. That is the person that I would go to if I had to like do LinkedIn. Okay, I have people. Okay, so here's the thing. What makes me different is that when you pay me that one-time fee, you get me for life. I'm a giver. I cannot help myself. I'm just telling you. I'm not saying that literally. I'm like the gift that keeps on giving because I truly want to make sure I can level up the world through education. Education does not mean formal, it means life. You know, all the things that Jackie talks about and all the things that Susannah talks about and Danielle, this is called life, people. If we had coached each other, hello, from our own experiences, we would be better off. But instead, we're doing this silo. Oh, she's a competition blah 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 when it's not. Why do you think TV networks work? Because there's so many TVs, there's so many ideas, there's so many options, and they're all in one umbrella. Why the heck do you think that works? It's because they work together, right? They're not in competition, they're complementary. That's all I'm saying. So what makes me unique is that I offer everything under the sun that you need for publicity. Anything, and I give you discounts here and discounts there. And for magazines like 30,500, I'm like 60% off, people. Let's go. Like you still have to pay for it, but you don't have to pay full price. I'm
Right.
Filipino. I like discounts. It just works. And if you're my friends, I'm like, hey, I got a business insider. It's 3,000 but 600 right now. Hurry up. And you're like, okay. Let me find money somewhere and pay you. But I don't stop there. Once it's done, I continue. Where can you find an anthology that people who already done with the anthology are still on my TV? I pay for my TV. Thank you very much, right? So that's why. That is the difference. What do you think, sis?
Well, exactly. And quite frankly, the person who's complaining that you didn't answer the question, well, actually, you totally answered the question. The most important thing is finding out what did they need, because what it's a waste of time to just spew out and hope that you cover and say whatever it is that they're hoping that you will say. And in 15 minutes, knowing everything that you can do, I mean, neither of us is in any freaking box. We do a variety of things. It takes a half an hour to go through everything we can do and then some. So, yeah, the answer to that question is very much ask the question, what do you think I can do for you, or what is that problem that you need me to solve, and then tell me it in 5 minutes, and we still have 10 minutes to talk about what I can do to help you or
Thank
who
you,
I can
Miguel.
send you to.
Right? I mean, thank you, Miguel. Sometimes, if you're in my circle, and I feel your energy, because I think about people and I feel your energy, it's so weird. And I'll just give you a random call, like, hey, you good? No. I'm like, yeah, I thought so. I felt that. Want to talk? Like, and then I just randomly talk, and then you just talk, and you're like, and then at the end of the call, I'm like, do you feel better now? She's like, yeah, okay, love you, bye. And then I'll just, go on that side. Miguel, thank you so much. Yes, Miguel's one of my clients also, and I will definitely get there. I will continue to help you guys, but you gotta meet me halfway. Remember, your goal is not my goal. My goal is to help you, and you need to help yourself. Okay, so as promised, this is my 30 minutes. I'm going to show you free publicity for all the book authors who sends me their information. Now, if you sent me your information and you just gave me a link and a QR code, I didn't get a chance to do it for you. Guys, one graphic. What does that mean? If this is brand new for you, when I ask this, one graphic. You see this? This is a graphic, right? You put your QR code, you put your beautiful and handsome face in there, and then your cover of your book. That is one graphic. Because why? I can't show three different things just for you because there's so many people out there that needs that, right? So that is one graphic. This is one graphic. This is beyond boundaries. This is going to be at Barnes and Nobles. I actually need your help to actually buy this book at Barnes and Nobles so you can pre-order our book, because Susannah and Danielle and Jacqueline, I don't know if Harsha is going to make it. I don't know if Dr. Bose is going to make it. And Kinga. Kinga, we're going to meet Kinga. I want to give her a hug.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
I know.
Anyway, contain myself, contain myself. So this is a graphic. So when I tell you next month again, I'm like, hey, free publicity, come on in. Because you never know, late nights, I'm bored. I'd be like in Instagram. So guys, right? So I'm just saying it's free publicity whenever my mind just keeps going. And the radio station, I have 2 radio stations now. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Anyway, please help. Here's another, oh, what happened to our book there? I guess you just get a QR code. And you just get a QR code on this one. I'm not sure what's happening with this. This one is actually a QR code. Oh, this is nice. This is called Mystery. And this is Fate of the Butterfly from our dear sister, Susannah Dawn, right? This is her solo book. Actually, pretty amazing book. So that's her QR code, guys. She's fancy schmancy. You see that fancy schmancy butterfly? Yeah, no. CJ just gives you a QR code. This is another QR code. Thank you, sister. Yes, we are #1 international bestseller. Yes, there's 27 authors in here. Okay. This is another solo book she has. Search for the Armor of God. Okay. Another solo book from my dear sister, Battle of for the Armor of God. Sequence, guys. Okay. There's a QR code, so I'm gonna go ahead and take, I don't know, 2 more seconds for that. This is my friend, my beautiful friend, Angelica. She's actually in San Diego. I'm gonna invite her for the book signing so you guys can meet her. She's so amazing. She's kind. She's funny. Her humor is hilarious. She actually wrote this, a fantastic story, Why Choose Max Quest for the Lost Treasure. And I asked her personally when I met her in person, like, why did you write this book for the kids? Like, why kids, right? And she said, because I think that they're the future, right? And I need to capture their thoughts and their mindset now that they're children still. Their mind is still malleable, more malleable, and habits are not fully formed yet, that I can make a difference. And that is the reason why she wrote this book. And she has 5-star reviews on Amazon, right? And she's also working at the local K-12 place. This is my friend Leyland, Monkey in the Clouds, right? This is her QR code. Check you out. It was really funny because I don't know her. She just DMs me, hey, so and so told me to ask you about like this and this and this. I was like, you know what? I don't do that. Here's the person that does that. So she went to the person, helped her a little bit, and she came back to me. You're like, Dr. Leland, I got my book. Thank you. And I'm like, I'm sorry, what conversation is this? I don't remember, right? And I looked up my conversation again, and she's like, remember this? I was like, oh my God, you did it, girl, you go. And she's like, thank you, because if there was any other person, they would just kind of brush me off because they wouldn't get business from you. But you helped me anyway. I was like, I don't. It doesn't matter if you get business from me or anybody else. I want you to be successful for you.
Mhm.
And if I can't do it for you, then I will give you someone who can. Right. So congratulations. This right here from Gretchen. I don't know why Gretchen's pictures didn't show up. I'm so mad at myself right now. But anyway, this is her book. I don't know Gretchen either. We're not even connected. Thank you for reaching out for DM. This is what free publicity means. It doesn't matter if we're connected or not, first, second, third, it don't matter. If you have a book and a QR code, here it is for you. You can buy it here. And I love this. This is about sharing my light and healing energy, journey to true self. So part of our book membership club is I'm going to create an author's page on my website for you guys to have your author's page in there. Then part of it is a monthly free publicity, just like this on my TV show and also on YouTube, so that people can see your what books. And it's going to continue as long as you are a member. Dude, what happened to their QR code? I am mad. Hold on one second. I don't like that. I don't know what happened to all the QR codes for my sisters. There it is. I don't know why it didn't work, but let me. I think Canva is having an issue. They just released a what do you call this? A Canva, what you call it, create. I actually can't wait to teach you guys how Canva works, because it's gonna be amazing. Okay, so now it's working. Now it's working. I hope. Let me see. So maybe I can't do that. So this is what my beginning was in terms of my TV show. This is my book. I'm going to go over it really quickly. This is my first book, guys. The Values, Leadership, and Culture of Executive Women in the Philippines and the United States. Actually, this is my thesis for my doctoral program. So if you want to have like really dig deep on those numbers, I got you. Yeah, read this one. It's also on the Library of Congress, by the way. But yes, this is my dissertación. That cost me a lot of money, actually. So this is my small business journal. There's that QR code. That's a small business journal that I have for businesses. So taxes, a little bit of pause. There's so many things in that journal that you can buy physically. That's a physical book. This is my Dukas. That's my Duke. That's a big fatty Duke. I love Duke. That's my husband. Yes, yes, he doesn't like that picture, by the way. That's a QR code to buy that notebook. And that notebook is 8.5 by 11. And you're like, CJ, why is this notebook so expensive? Listen, it has pink flowers in it and it's colored. Hello? Anyway, if you like pink flowers, you get it. But anything pink. I love this notebook, and it's actually a really nice notebook. I got a couple of them. And again, this is my dear sister. I'm going to do it this way rather than the big one because the present doesn't get the QR code. I love that you actually thought about having red and red in there. So that's amazing. Okay. That's Angelica. That's Luann. There's Gretchen. I don't know Gretchen, but I love helping people. So here's for Gretchen. There's our dear sister Christine and Kristen. Right. This is their book, Bridging the Gap. This is their QR code, guys. I'm going to take 5 seconds in there. And then this is, ooh, why is Dr. Lucas in there? This is Coffee's Flying Wings. Okay. This is Coffee's books because he's also a fellow publisher. Told you, I don't see competition. I see collaboration. Okay. They're a fellow publisher. Fine with me. I love coffee. Okay. This is Jackie. This is her QR code, guys, for Daily Companion. It's a journal. Okay, and Jackie's here tonight. This is yours. This is April's QR code for working from home inside and out, a mindful journal. Make sure the QR code is fully there. Go ahead and click on that. And now I feel bad because Dr. Dryers was there. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do Canva live. How do you like them apples? Let's see if I can paste stuff. There it is. That it okay, so first of all, he's in the military, or he was in the military, right? And he is actually writing at the story of Alpha Company. He was in that unit, and within that he talks about his it's actually pretty amazing. He actually talks about his experiences during that time, and how um, it changed him as a person, but also it changed him for the better. With war, I've never been to war, so I'm not going to pretend I know. But with war, things change you, right? Situations change you. And for him, he wants to help fellow human beings really to create, especially the military, right? Because right now, today's the veterans. So, sister, can you tell me a little bit about what are your thoughts on Memorial Day weekend before we kind of end the show soon?
Well, with Memorial Day weekend, we kind of have about three different three different holidays that revolve around the military. And Memorial Day weekend is thinking about those who served and gave everything they had in service to their country. And that's the most that we can do, to go overseas and knowing that you may not return, and then so many that didn't return.
That's really heavy, right? Because a lot of people don't respect the military today, and I'm really disappointed in people. But I can't, like I said, I can't make everybody happy, and I can't make everybody make a decision for me or anybody else. It's their choice, right? It's their life. But before you disrespect someone who's in the military, um, you need to really reflect that if we were in war right now, and people have to defend us, they're the first people to defend you in your family's lives. Okay. And even though we didn't live in World War II, like some of us at least, or World War I, that doesn't mean it didn't happen, and that doesn't mean we didn't lose a lot of people. We did. Or what, the benefit of the future, we are their future, guys. So be thankful, be grateful, right? Don't have a hateful heart. And I would never say, I just did Canva right in front of you. I would never miss this opportunity to highlight amazing human being, a film. He's a human being. He's actually in LA. I'm hoping that he's going to be able to come with us and meet us as well.
Yeah,
And then of course, to make sure that we have. But that's pretty much it, guys. Everyone, thank you so much for submitting your information and QR codes. And sister, let's talk about, I have a question about how hard is it to work as a business partner and a friend at the same time. How hard has it been for you?
it hasn't. I mean, everybody's going to be different, and a lot of it depends on what that relationship is between the two people. For some, they can be friends, but they can't work together. For others, it may be rocky, but they can do it. And for others, it almost feels seamless, especially when, in many ways, there's that complementing of skills and just the personalities and the trust are there. And that's really the biggest thing, is that trust, that you know you've got each other's back. If you're going to sit back and work together, that requires a lot of trust to work with a friend. Unless you're just doing two totally different things, it's like we create this company, but you do that and that's all yours. I'll do this, that's all mine. And then maybe you can do more variety, but quite frankly, it's that connection, because look at how many different things we're doing. That's the other thing. Not everybody is able to do so many different things and stay on top of them. And it's and with ADHD, it's kind of hard to stay on top of them at times.
Yeah, that's why I was misdiagnosed for a long time, because the first thing that my doctor said, "Oh, you got 4 degrees. You don't have any ADHD. Most people who have ADHD literally can't finish anything." And I said the reason that I can do degrees is because I'm hyper focused. I love homework. I don't know why, but I do. But now I'm like, I know why. I just say that because I'm deflecting my own trauma. I'm just saying. You know what I mean? Like, 'cause it's so hard to explain everything to everyone all at the same time, all the time. It's just tiring, right? So it's easy to just say whatever and deflect. And that's another thing is like, all the love that I'm seeing here. Thank you guys. I love you so much. And Jackie, yes, you like my blonde? Yes, yes. It's actually feel like human hair. I will never do human hair because I didn't feel like someone's head is in my head. It's just it's plastic, okay, but like really soft plastic. I'm blonde today, and someone was asking me what my highlighter is because I know, right? You could see me from Mars right now with my highlighter. It's kimchi, guys. No, no, no. That not the Korean kimchi. I love those too, but it's called kimchi highlighter. Where the heck is the highlighter? Someone's like, "Hey, CJ, what's that highlighter?" It's this kimchi, and literally that's the highlighter, guys. Okay, it's like really like iridescent. I know my lighting is so that's what it is. Another thing that I wanted to tell you guys is that my love for my community surpasses my bullshit. Oh shit. Oh, I just said it again. Ah, YouTube. Crap. Oh, what's
You
just
want to go for the trifecta?
oh, just say it. Say it before I get in trouble. Oh my god. Just say something before I get in trouble.
Well, what you want to talk about some of the classes for the book club,
Yes.
or
Yes. Yes.
go down a different path a little bit?
Yes.
Because we've talked about the different classes that you and I are going to provide on those. I've got storytelling classes that we're creating, but quite frankly, I'm working on storytelling classes for the book club because that's all going towards the ability to write one story in a chapter or more. But then I just kind of throw this out too. I'm really kind of curious what kind of a class those in the audience would want, what they would like to take in terms of storytelling, because there's storytelling for business, there's storytelling for stories, there's storytelling for memoirs. There's lots of different ways to do storytelling. So getting some ideas from what people want is great.
Your Martian boyfriend. Hey, how you doing? Wait, let me put my silver outfit if you're gonna be there. Oh my gosh. Uh Susannah is a real friend, right? She keeps me straight. I tell you, like I curse a lot, guys. So it's really hard for me. I have to be very intentional on YouTube because I don't want to get you know. Right? Um, Here's the thing. Susannah is gonna be. I'm pushing her to her limits. I just want you to know, and she still keeps a smile, right? Because she knows I got her back. I'm not pushing her to her limits. She goes crazy. Well, maybe, but it's for the betterment of you guys, a community. Here's what I'm going to promise you that I will be doing for the membership that's coming up in July is that I will teach you the amazing things that I will teach most of them really on Canva. I will teach you. I have a different class actually. It's not part of the club membership, but it's a different class that's coming out in July as well. There's going to be a lot going on in July, huh? It's my birthday month. That's why I'm giving. Um, I'm going to have a class on how to do podcasting, right? Solopreneur, and we're gonna probably only focus on one, which is live streaming. I did the 4 weeks, one per week. Like I did YouTube, I think. Yeah, I did
Yeah,
YouTube,
that was
and then I did live streaming, and then I did
audio.
MP3, right? And then what else did I do?
Um, well, we talked, and YouTube was in there.
Yeah,
Uh,
YouTube. Oh, LinkedIn. I did a
LinkedIn,
LinkedIn as well.
right?
But what you don't understand is because I'm a teacher and I'm academics, I literally structure it where you even see how many minutes. And I was very intentional on my video where I don't talk about fluff like, oh, well, you could. I hate it. With ADHD, I cannot handle fluff. So I literally go in there step by step. This is what you got to click. This is where you got to go. This is what you got to do. Literally telling you step by step without the fluff things. Well, maybe once in a while. But I was very intentional to not
Right.
waste your time, right? I was very intentional. 35 second, no, a minute and 45 seconds, 2 minutes, 8 minutes. I think the most I have to talk is 11 minutes. It's because I'm also aware of studies that our brain can't function more than, that 1 hour of discussion, even though I lecture for an hour and a half. But that's literally what I do is to provide those. So I'm going to have those classes, but I will have a free brand awareness class. That's one thing that I'm going to do. I might do it at the end of month of June. I'm not sure yet because we do have the book signing on June 29th here in San Diego. So if you want to meet us in person, please do. And then maybe if you come here and meet us, I might have a free gift for you in person on like a free month membership to our book club just to kind of test it out and what that looks like. But what we can, Susannah and I can guarantee that after you pay 10 months continuously of your book club membership, by 10 month you will get a free anthology entrance, right? But that way we can actually teach you to do you. Right now we're teaching you just to do this, work it right away within a month and a half. But this one is literally walking you through writing, through thoughts, through crutches of words, through how to do KDP at the very beginning, how to do pen names, we're going to go over in detail every single month. And then we will have a live discussion also. So we will have pre recorded videos for you to follow, but we will have live discussions because some of us learn when you show it live. So we're going to do it that way. Okay. And that way you can have questions answered right away as well. If you guys have any questions, let us know. Sister, do you have a last minute thing you can go because we're going to get cut off in a minute?
We're going to get cut off. It's there's a lot I can do with storytelling, so I'm looking to get something started even in the next month to have some classes and have things for people to start writing because I really want them to be comfortable writing in anthologies, writing their own stories, their own books, and to help them. It's like you said, once you start working with us, we're there.
Thank you guys so much for being here today. We appreciate you. We love you. And we will see you soon. Bye,
Yep.
everybody. Love you guys. Thank you for being here. Over 100,000 subscribers into social media. That means you're going to be blasted. Bye, everybody. See ya. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.